and Kamala Harris, and this is what she stands for. She is the kind of mascot for all this stuff.
Well, is she the mascot because she's a black woman, or do you believe that her politics are using these concepts unfairly? When you say mascot, what do you mean?
Well, it's the policies, but the real reason is that she was put in her position because she's a black woman, and that's not me saying that. I mean, that's Joe Biden said that. Joe Biden said that he was going to, when he was looking for a vice president candidate, he was going to look for a black woman, and he ruled out all other demographics ahead of time.
Matt Walsh just completely nukes Chris Cuomo live on News Nation. It's a good one, guys. By the way, if you can notice, I'm in a different scenery. That's because I'm now going to be living in DC for like half the time because I'm doing a podcast now with Luke Beasley. It's called The Grudge. I will link his channel down in the description below. Go check out our few episodes. We've filmed a few now. He is a liberal, by the way, and we just kind of rip into each other about all things politics. It's very fun. We have a lot of fun there. But yeah, so sorry I've been slow on my channel. It's just because we've moved here half the time, setting up a whole new studio in DC, but I'm really thankful. It's a lot of fun. We like DC, and without further ado, let's get into it. By the way, comment, I don't know, an American flag to be patriotic for the algorithm. And let's just get straight into this video because this is one that I did not see until just now, and it is a good one. So without further ado, let's take it away.
And decides to go undercover. Joins us now. Thank you for taking the opportunity.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Matt, what do you hope to achieve with this film?
Well, this is our exploration of the DEI so-called anti-racist hustle, the scam. And so we want to expose these con artists for what they are, the people that are pushing this stuff. But we want to do it, comedically with humor. We want to do it in an entertaining way, which is why as you covered, I kind of go on my own journey of racial awakening. And I listen to these people. I listen to what they say. I try to put their teachings into practice in the film. I let them guide me down the rabbit hole so that the viewer can see by the end of the film where it leads. And it leads to some pretty wild and demented places, frankly. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but we take the path where they lead us.
So let's figure out for you what the line is, because I'm sure that diversity, equity, inclusion, these are not bad words for you. So what is the line to where you believe those honorable concepts become something different?
Why would those words be necessarily good, for one? And for a second point, what about diversity of opinions? What about, all these things that the left hates? They want diversity when it comes to the color of your skin, if you have a certain melanin number count in your skin, but, oh, they don't care. Actually, no, they condemn diversity of ideas. So what about that, Chris Homo? What about that?
When it's all based in left-wing racial ideology.
Boom, I didn't even see this clip fully until now. I'm watching it live and reacting to it live with you guys. I knew it. I'm not even that smart. I'm just simply a woman. Comment an orange heart if you support this orange woman right here.
Which these days, I mean, sure, there's a way that you could use the word diversity that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Inclusion doesn't necessarily, there are ways you can include people.
By the way, guys, if I'm only hired, or let's say that there's people that are only hired because of their skin color or their sexual orientation or their gender. I don't think that's a good thing. If someone's flying my plane, I'm very happy to know that they are the most qualified. It doesn't matter what their skin color or their race, their sex, anything is. Nothing. Just be qualified for the position. So no, I don't want someone flying my plane with my husband and daughter on just because they happen to have a high melanin count in their skin and they happen to be bisexual. No, thank you. Sorry, I'm not crazy.
But when these terms are used and when it's put together, DEI, it always means left-wing racial ideology. What is left-wing racial ideology? Well, to sum it up in the most simple way possible, it's the idea that white people are inherently racist, inherently bad, and that nobody who is not white can be racist, and that white people are the author of all the oppression and suffering in the world. That's the belief, and every single one of these DEI people, that is absolutely what they believe. I'm not simplifying it at all. That is what they believe, and if it's grounded in that, then it's evil, it's wrong.
What conclusion do you draw, and maybe you just told us there in the end of that last sentence, but build it out, expound a little for us. What is your conclusion about why the people that you encountered do what you call evil?
There's a lot of money in it, and we explore that in the film. In fact, we pay these race hustlers, Robin DiAngelo and others, to be in the film. We put their price tag on the screen because it's part of it's part of the scam. So there's money in it. There's also influence. There's power. There's political advantages. Listen, when people are very obsessively focused on race and they're resentful and angry and they feel guilt and suspicion and all that stuff based on race, they're much easier to manipulate. And
absolutely true. The second that you really pull on these emotional heartstrings of people and they really feel personally targeted, of course they're going to be way easier to manipulate. Because if you're trying to manipulate a very rational person that doesn't have their personal feelings tied to a situation, it's going to be much harder. Duh.
And that's why they do it. That's why these race hustlers do it in the DEI world. That's why Democrat politicians do it. We have the DEI presidential candidate right now in Kamala Harris, and this is what she stands for. She is the kind of mascot for all this stuff.
Of course, this clip is a little old, guys, but it was recently going viral again, so that's why I'm showing it to you. By the way, if you like videos like this, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below, turn on the notification bell, and let's get back to it.
Well, is she the mascot because she's a black woman, or do you believe that her politics are using these concepts unfairly? When you say mascot, what do you mean?
Well, it's the policies, but the real reason is that she was put in her position because she's a black woman, and that's not me saying that. I mean, that's Joe Biden said that. Joe Biden said that he was going to, when he was looking for a vice president candidate, he was going to look for a black woman, and he ruled out all other demographics ahead of time and only focused on this demographic. That's DEI. That's what DEI is.
By the way, guys, this is something that even Republicans do when they're floating around. Oh, who do we want to run as a vice president? We need to get a woman. We need to get someone that's black. We need all of these things, which I guess I'm happy that Donald Trump didn't do that in 2024 because people are getting sick of the DEI woke hires, but still. Are you guys sick of it? Because I sure as hell am, to say the least.
It's judging people based on the color of their skin,
it was
excluding people.
I believe he only said woman, and he wound up picking a black woman. But he did say he was going to pick a woman, and you can argue that did close off any choice of having a man there, unless it was a man that decided to identify as a woman. But you don't believe that the policy should matter more than the personage of the candidate, right? It's not what she is.
Duh, why is that controversial? Obviously, the policies that someone espouses and supports should matter way more, or their experience more than their race. Come on.
That is your issue. It's how she is.
Right, that's what we're saying. Those of us who are anti-DEI, our whole point is that what matters is the policies. What matters is the merit of the person. Mm-hmm. It's when you're in the DEI world, that's where you're dividing people based on race. Okay, you get this because this is your race. You're included because it's your race. No, we don't want you because you're the wrong race. That's the DEI. That's exactly what this film, that's the attitude this film is meant to.
Exactly. Why is this such a difficult idea for Democrats to grasp? I don't get it. Democrats will literally be like, if you don't want to hire someone because solely on the basis that she's black and a woman, then you're sexist and racist. And in that case, fine, call me what you want, because there's no winning when you guys set these insane, deluded, demented standards. If you made it to the end of the video, make sure you comment an orange heart. It really helps boost this video in the algorithm. Getting back to posting 2 videos a day, guys. By the way, go check out those podcast episodes on Luke Beasley's channel. They are really fun, and I need to start clipping it out and reacting to some to show you guys on here, because it is some of the best content I think I've been involved in. I'm really excited about the project. I hope you guys are too. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. To freaking Lou. That rhymed. Amazing. Bye.